Welcome everyone. In our previous class, we have defined some of the psychrometric terms like dry bulb temperature, wet bulb temperature, specific humidity, dew point temperature, wet bulb depression, and etc. So now in today's session, I would like to start with remaining psychrometric terms. So let's begin our today's session with new terminology called relative humidity. So what do you mean by relative humidity? Here we have word relative. Relative means with respect to someone else. So relative humidity, you can say it is the ratio of mass of water vapor present in a given volume of air to the maximum amount of moisture that air can handle in a given volume is known as relative humidity. And if you want to technically define, you can say the ratio of amount of moisture of air hold to the maximum amount of the moisture that air can hold at the same temperature is known as the relative humidity. Relative humidity is denoted by the word phi. So you can say phi is equal to mv by mg, where mg stands for the maximum amount of the moisture that air can handle at saturation temperature. And we know that for gas we can write PV equal to MRT. So based on this, MV is equal to, we can write PVV divided by RVT, while mg is equal to, we can write PGV divided by RVT. TT is getting cancelled out because of the same temperature. Again volume is getting cancelled out because in starting I told you the actual amount of the moisture in given volume of air to the maximum amount of the moisture in given volume of air is known as the relative humidity. So the volume remains same. So volume is also getting cancelled out. Okay, and based on this you will get the value of phi is equal to the PV by PG, where PV stands for the partial pressure of the water vapor, while PG stands for the pressure corresponding to the saturation temperature at which the air can handle the maximum amount of the moisture. So it is all about the relative humidity. Now one may have a question that why we need to define the relative humidity and what is the difference between the specific humidity and the relative humidity. So you can say the specific humidity indicate the amount of water vapor present per unit kg of dry air, while the relative humidity indicate the percentage of humidity present inside the air with respect to the maximum humidity that air can handle. For example, to understand the relative humidity, just consider one example here. In a current situation, let's consider the value of humidity is 5 gram per kg of air. Okay, 5 gram per kg of air, particularly specific humidity. Okay. Now, let's say after 1 to 2 hours, the value of specific humidity is going to be increased because of the rise of sun and temperature and all the parameters. Let's say this value is 8 gram per kg. And one need to know the maximum amount of the increase of humidity inside the atmosphere. So let's say maximum addition of moisture is, we can add 10 gram per kg. Okay, so you can say at current, or you can say at the present, we have value of humidity is 5 gram per kg and maximum that we can add is 10. Okay, so 5 divided by 10, okay, will give us the value of relative humidity. Okay, relative humidity is with respect to the maximum amount of the moisture that air can handle. Okay, so it is all about the relative humidity. Now the next parameter is the degree of saturation. So you can say the degree of saturation is nothing but the ratio of specific humidity to the specific humidity at saturation condition. Okay, so mu is equal to omega by omega s. Okay, degree of saturation is designated by the word mu. Okay, or technically you can say the ratio of specific humidity to the humidity of saturated air at the same pressure and total pressure is known as the degree of saturation. Okay, again humidity ratio is nothing but the specific humidity, you can say. Okay, so mu is equal to be omega by omega s. Now what is the main difference between the degree of saturation and the relative humidity? You can say the relative humidity defines the maximum amount of the moisture holding capacity, okay, for a given volume. Okay, While in degree of saturation, we are using word specific humidity, omega by omega s. So, degree of saturation indicate the ratio of actual amount of the moisture that air can handle per kg of air to the maximum amount of the moisture that air can handle per kg of air is known as degree of saturation. So, the main difference between the relative humidity and the degree of saturation is that the degree of saturation, okay, define the maximum moisture holding capacity per unit kg of air, okay, with respect to mass and volume, while relative humidity defines the maximum moisture holding capacity for a given volume of air. Okay, clear to all the main difference between the relative humidity and the degree of saturation. Now, next one is partial pressure of water vapor. Generally, the partial pressure of water vapor PV is given by the Carrier partial pressure equation, and this equation is the empirical relationship, okay, which we utilize for the example solve. Okay, so you can say PV is equal to TW minus PV minus PW into bracket TD minus TW divided by 1544 minus 1.44 TW. Here you can say PW stands for the saturation pressure corresponding to the wet bulb temperature, while PD stands for the barometric pressure, TD stands for the dry bulb temperature, and T omega, or you can say TW, stands for the wet bulb temperature. So it is the equation which we utilize for the example or to identify the remaining psychrometric properties. Okay. Now the next one is specific enthalpy. So the enthalpy of air is equal to enthalpy of dry air plus enthalpy of water vapor. So capital H is equal to HA plus HV. HA stands for the enthalpy of air, HV stands for the enthalpy of water vapor. Okay, and total enthalpy we can write is nothing but the product of the specific enthalpy to the mass. So HA is equal to MA HA plus HV is equal to MV HV. Okay, now divide MA on this side. So you will get small h is equal to HA plus MV by MA HV. Okay, while MV by MA is nothing but the specific humidity which is designated by the omega. So small h is equal to HA plus omega HV. Okay, and we can say HV is equal to Hg. So H is equal to HA plus omega Hg. And from the standard relationship and from the value of the steam stable at particular 0 degree dew point temperature, okay, here we have value of H is equal to 1.005 TD plus omega into bracket 2500 plus 1.9 TD. How we derive this equation? Okay, so we know that the Cp is equal to dH by dt. Okay, so dH equal to, we can write Cp multiplied by dt. So here value of Cp is equal to 1.005 multiplied by TD is equal to HA. Similar way for the Hg. But Hg stands for the enthalpy of the moisture, so we have to consider the certain reference temperature, okay, and that temperature is the 0 degree dew point temperature. And considering this, here I have developed this equation that you need to, okay, remember for the example. Now I would like to discuss the psychrometric chart. The psychrometric chart is one of the essential tools to solve any example instantaneously. Here you can observe the layout of the psychrometric graph. In psychrometric graph, you can say the vertical lines indicate the dry bulb temperature. Okay, just observe the red color line having a temperature 110 degree. Okay, now someone told to plot the 19 degree dry bulb. Then what you have to do? You have to simply plot one vertical line. Okay, which is similar to the red line, is indicate the dry bulb temperature. Now the inclined line, okay, particularly downward inclined line, indicate the enthalpy line. You can read the enthalpy value here like 20, 25, 30, 35, likewise. If someone told to plot the 40 enthalpy line, then you need to just simply put the roller scale over this line and you need to plot one overlapping line which indicates the enthalpy. Then after, the wet bulb temperature lines are similar to the enthalpy line. Here you can see the pink color dash line indicate the wet bulb temperature line, which is plotted at particularly 70 degree. Okay. Now next one is the specific volume line. Specific volume line are the line which are marked with the yellow or you can say saffron color. Okay, so all these lines indicate the specific volume line, while the dew point temperature line and the specific humidity line are indicated using the green color. So just by observing the color coding in the diagram, you are able to decode the different lines which are provided on the psychrometric graph. Okay, so psychrometric graph is one of the essential tools which we utilize to solve the example that is related with the different psychrometric process. Okay, so just keep this diagram in your mind. Okay, and just try to decode the different line. Okay, because I have already provided the color coding at the bottom, so that you can read. For example, red color line indicates the drivable temperature line. Then after relative line is getting indicated by the black color line. Okay, then after specific humidity or humidity ratio line are indicated by the green color line. Okay, likewise you can decode the psychrometric graph. Okay, so it is all about the psychrometric chart. Okay, in our next class I would like to start the psychrometric process. Thank you.